organized by International Islamic University, Malaysia Research Management Center. Just a brief to everyone, we are live in Zoom and also our IUM RMC Facebook for 1 hour and a half. So for those who are not able to join through Zoom, can join us in live streaming at our IUM RMC Facebook. So if you have any questions during this webinar, you can use the chat functions in Zoom or use the raise hand functions. I would like to wish again a very warm welcome to everyone here, especially to our honorable expert speaker, Professor Dr. Farida Yusof, and all IIUM researchers to the workshop on writing winning research proposals for MOSTI grants. Without further ado, I would like to call upon the Director of RMC IIUM, Professor Dr. Amir Akramin, to deliver his welcoming remarks. Please welcome, Prof.
Tak dengar. Unmute. Unmute, Dr. Prof, unmute.
Okay, now, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Congratulations, a new director.
Thank you very much, Prof. Farida. Okay.
Congratulations, Prof.
Okay, thank you, Dr. T. Hajar. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, to everyone, it is my great pleasure, okay, to welcome you all to the workshop on writing winning research proposal for MOSTI grants in 2021. Okay, so our expert speaker is Prof. Dr. Farida Yusof from Kuliah of Engineering. Okay, she is the evaluator for MOSTI research grant. Okay, and also with us as a professor for as long as I can remember here in IUM. That's what I can remember. The moment that I are in IUM, she's already here. Okay. So I really appreciate Prof. Farida for her willingness to impart the knowledge to IUM researchers. And as you are well aware, MOSTI is the other ecosystem, okay, for research in Malaysia. So basically, there you got two biggest funders of the national grants. One is Ministry of Higher Education with the FRGS, TRGS, PRGS, and LRGS. And MOSTI has another ecosystem which will be described by Prof. Farida after this to all of you, including myself. Okay, so I really hope that this workshop will inspire more researchers to submit their proposals, okay, to MOSTI. And if I'm not mistaken, the proposal for MOSTI are more of what we call this research with commercial potential. So we're talking about the technology readiness level, TRL, and so on. So which I believe will be discussed by Prof. Farida, so that to make everybody have a better understanding and ready to submit their proposal later on. So thank you very much. So I give back to Dr. T. Hajar, okay, to continue with the show. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Prof, for the opening remarks. Okay, before we begin, okay, let me introduce our expert speaker, Professor Dr. Farida Yusof. Professor Dr. Farida started her career as a lecturer at the Department of Chemistry, Faculty of Science at UTM, Kuala Lumpur in 1983. So in 1988, she joined the Rubber Research Institute of Malaysia, which known as RRIM, as a research officer. Upon her retirement from Rubber Research Institute Malaysia in 2004, she joined the Department of Biotechnology, Kuliah of Engineering, IUM, as an associate professor. Her main area of research includes biotransformation, bioprocess, and bioseparation engineering, latex biochemistry, and natural rubber carbon nanotubes. She has authored and co-authored many journal papers and written book chapters in her areas of interest. In 2006, Professor Farida was appointed as the Deputy Dean of the Research Management Center, RIUM, handling the Research and Innovation Unit. She was then appointed as the Director under the Office of Deputy Rector Research and Innovation, taking charge of the Sustainability for Muslim World Unit. She was then appointed as the Head of Department of Biotechnology Engineering. From 2012 until her compulsory retirement in 2018, she has been serving as one of the expert panels for the MOSTI grants since 2017 and recently for the MOHI grants. Prof. Farida is here today with us to share her valuable experience on the successful submission of the MOSTI proposal with our researchers here in RIUM. Please welcome Professor Farida to deliver your presentation.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Siti Hajar and Prof. Amir. Okay. For the kind introduction. Okay. So sorry, I'm quite late because I was trying my best. I was struggling to go into Zoom just now. So let me just share. Maybe sharing screen. Okay. Share. Okay, can everyone see this? Boleh
Yes,
nampak?
we can see
Yes,
clearly.
Okay, boleh nampak ya. Okay, so let me just. Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so this is a topic that I'm going to talk today. So inshallah you can just maybe ask question along the way because if it's you put it at the end of the this period, nanti takut you will forget, yeah. So you can just stop me to clarify things if you need me to do so, yeah. So this is a workshop, so we are going to talk very as leisurely as possible, yeah. So that you can ask me question anytime, yeah. So we try my best, yeah. I will try my best to explain what has been going on, yeah, in terms of this new e-dana from MOSTI. So this is our topic, yeah. So let me just show you. This is the outline of my presentation. So we are going to look at the purpose, the background of the MOSTI grant, yeah. What is actually currently available, yeah, for us, yeah, as to IUM researchers, yeah. The scope of funding, how to apply, yeah, and then we are going to highlight, yeah, to see what is that when we got a proposal, what is it that we actually look into. Okay, so I will highlight the proposal and then the flow chart of application, and I will also share with you the assessment that we always look at, yeah, or do whenever we get new proposal. Then we will have a question and answers session. Okay, so this is the purpose of this workshop. Okay, this is to inform, yeah, IUM researchers on the new available MOSTI grant starting from 2021. Okay, second, to highlight the salient point of each grant. Okay, and then I'm going to give you tips on the preparation of the proposal, and then lastly, the purpose is to highlight on the assessment of the research proposal. And this is actually very important because based on the score of the assessment, your proposal will be taken up, yeah. So if you don't get certain marks, yeah, you would not be able to be given the chance to even do the due diligence, yeah, to improve your proposal. Okay, let me just share with you the background of the new MOSTI grant. Okay, first, this is the evaluation of MOSTI grant from 1990s, yeah, 1990s to 2021. So you can see that we started with IRPA. So this is during RMK7 and 8. Yeah. So for 10 years we have this IRPA. Yeah. So a few of us, yeah, who's still around, actually very familiar with IRPA. Then in RMK9, yeah, we have the Science Fund, the Techno Fund, and the Inno Fund. So I think this is around 2000, yeah, 2000. And then RMK10, we have the Science Fund, Techno Fund, Inno Fund, but in an improved manner, yeah. And then after that, during RMK11, yeah, RMK11, that means before 2021, okay, we have the Inno Fund, the ICF, the Smart Fund, and then when the new minister came in, yeah, we have another type of fund, yeah, MOSTI R&D fund. So when the RMK11 closes, so we have another, RMK12. Okay, for this RMK12, they have actually established another type of fund. Yeah? So this is what we are going to talk about today. So this is new type of fund, okay, and the focus is a little bit different, which I will share with you. So it is AIF, TED1, TED2, BGF, and SRF. Okay, so I will share with you, discuss, yeah, what is it all about, okay, and what is the focus, okay, and it has a name, yeah, this fund has a name. The umbrella is actually Malaysia Grand Challenge, yeah. So they include many more participants. Later on, you see even the polytechnic are actually encouraged to apply this fund. Yeah. So we even have fast track. That means if you are successful in, let's say your TD1, you are asked, okay, you are invited to continue with your TD2. And if you have been, very successful in your TED2, yeah, you are invited, yeah, you are invited to actually apply for BGF, which is Bridging Fund. Okay. So as I already mentioned, the umbrella is actually Malaysia Grand Challenge. Okay, so what is it actually? This has been launched, yeah, quite early this year. I think on 8th January, yeah, launched by the then Minister of MOSTI, yeah. So the name is Malaysia Grand Challenge. Okay, what is it going to do? Mainly to promote the country's research, development, commercialization, and innovation. Yeah. So what MOSTI is offering is actually a research and development funding under the program Dana Pemacu Technology Strategic, that is Pemacu, which aims to develop an R&D ecosystem focusing on experimental development. Yeah. So what is the purpose of this funding? It's actually to invite the community together to try to overcome problems and improve the life of the community, economic system, and environment, both nationally and globally. So how will this MGC benefit the nation? So it will benefit the nation in terms of the development of innovation, creativity, and they also try to increase the rate of commercialization, yeah, of local product, which is actually very poor for Malaysia, yeah, through the use of sustainable technology, okay, thereby reducing the country's dependence on technology and external innovation. And this is in line, yeah, with the Science, Technology and Innovation Policy, or the STIN, from 2021 to 2030, which they have previously launched. So MGC, or Malaysia Grand Challenge, seek quality and high impact research according to the priority areas they have been that have been identified. There is 10-10 MOSTI framework, as well as the 30 niche areas. So I will share with you what are the niche areas, and this is what you have to look into, yeah, when you want to start writing your proposal. You have to look at the niche areas, which is very important, because whenever we get any proposal, we will actually identify whether it is inclusive under these 30 niche areas which has been proposed. Yeah? So what is this 1010 MOSTI? This is a policy framework developed in December 2020, which is aligned to the Shared Prosperity Vision 2030 that will integrate 10 global science and technology drivers and 10 socio-economic drivers in the country, so that STI, science, technology, and innovation, and social sciences can complement each other. Okay, so under MGC, MOSTI is offering 5 types of funding scheme. Okay, namely, okay, this is all the acronym which I will deliberate later. Okay, so AIF, TED1, TED2, BGF, and SRF. Okay, and all these are actually having or having different technology readiness level or TRL. Yeah? Okay, so just to share with you, which you can read in the internet, what is the 10 drivers of science and technology and the 10 drivers of socio-economy Malaysia. So you can read more what it is all about. Okay, so this is the 10 MOSTI. So they combine the 2 drivers and get to this framework. Okay, so MGC is actually focusing on this framework. Yeah, so whatever research that you are going to propose should be actually framed by this 1010 MOSTI. So this is the focus area of MGC. There are 10 of them. You can have a look. So we have smart technology system, business and financial system, water and food. Okay, so usually water and food encompass a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of the biology people, chemistry people. Yeah, their research actually fall under water and food. Yeah, and energy, environment and biodiversity, culture, arts and tourism. So this is basically for the social scientists, education, agriculture and forestry, medical and healthcare. So this is from for the Kuantan campus researchers, and of course we have the smart cities and transportation. Yeah. Okay, if you look at the MGC focus areas and the 30 niche areas, okay, this is described on here on the slide. Yeah. So I'm sorry, this is in BM. Okay, but maybe later on I can translate it. I'm trying to get the English version, but I can't. But I think a lot of it is actually, very familiar to you. Okay, so you can have a look. So here, this is the 30 niche areas, which your proposal should be confined to. Okay, this is very important because the first thing that we see is whether your research proposal is under the 30 niche areas which has been proposed. Yeah, for example, the technology dan sistem pintar. Yeah, this is regarding advanced material. Yeah, economy kitaran is circular economy. Yeah, sustainable masyarakat is help me someone, masyarakat. Okay, so these are the 30 niche areas.
Society, bro.
Society, yeah. So I will try to translate this. Maybe RMC also can try to translate it because I'm trying to get the English version. In fact, I actually asked my some of the officer in the officer in MOSTI and ask for the English version of the guideline. They say they are not there yet. They are still preparing the translation. Yeah. So everything, if you look at the guideline, if you read the guideline on their website, they are all in Malay. Okay, so the English version is not there yet, but I hope our English speaking colleague, who cannot read Malay, can just ask us, what's all about. Okay, so hoping that soon MOSTI will try to get the English version on their website. Okay, so and regarding the TRL, technology readiness level. Okay, so this is the definition. So everyone knows this actually. This is the method of characterization, characterizing technological maturity. From the most basic research, okay, which is TRL1, through to full scale real world operation, which is TRL9, and remember, and you know. You also know that this TRL levels has been developed by the by NASA, National Aeronautic and Space Administration, USA. So you can have a look here where TRL is only basic principle. That means usually you have something you think that is going to be very useful, can lead to commercialization. You have an idea. Okay, that is actually basic principle. Okay, and maybe you can give this to your FYP student, or you can try it, head up in your lab. Okay, that is actually basic principle. Okay, so then you go to your TRL2. So all the MGC, all the MGC fund are funding from starting from TRL2. That means you already formulate the concept. Okay, so it is not going to be from something that you think that is going to work. So you must at least know that the concept is going to work, and you are going to, do experiment to prove the concept. So which is TRL3. Okay, TRL4 is lab validation. So that means you already done it and it works. Okay, so TRL4 is that you validate it. And then TRL5, validation in real environment. TRL6, demonstration in real environment. TRL7, demonstration of prototype. TRL8, product complete and qualified. And of course, TRL9, product proven. Okay, this is the pre-commercialization stage. Stage. Okay, so here I also give you how it is coincide with the stage of product development. So from basic research, and then you actually find out whether it is feasible or not, and then you apply. So you develop it, okay, and then you demonstrate it, and then you know that it works. Okay, now after that, at this stage, if you were trying to commercialize it, there will be one fund, that is BGF, where MOSTI is going to help you with the commercialization. Okay, so here are some explanation of the TRL if you want to look at it later on. Okay, so what are the funds available from MOSTI now? Okay, so there are 5 types of grant. Okay, here I'm going to focus towards what is actually available for us at the university. IHL, Institute of Higher Learning Researchers. So we have AIF, which is Applied Innovation Fund. Okay, so the leader of this fund will be others. Okay, I'll explain who are the others. But IHL can collaborate. Okay, so that means you can be the collaborators. So that means, for example, you have some idea, okay, of that what to do, but then in order for you to apply AIF, you cannot be the leader. Okay, you need someone else. Later on, I tell you who they are. It can be a startup company, it can be an individual, but you can only collaborate. Okay. And then we have TED one, which is technology development. Okay, for this fund, you can be the leader, and you are actually encouraged to have a collaborator, which means if it's encouraged, you don't need to have if you do not want to have any collaborator. That means you can have it, at the university level only. But for TED 2, technology development 2, you can be the leader. Our researchers can be the leader, but you must collaborate. Okay, so I will share with you whom you should collaborate with. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually very important. To have a collaboration for TED 2 is actually very important because this is, very near to the pre-commercialization stage. Yeah, so they want to make sure that there are takers. Yeah, in terms of the industry to take up your product or your process. Yeah, to commercialize it. So that's why they say that at this stage you should have a collaborator. Yeah. From the industry. Okay, for the BGF, which is Bridging Fund, you can be the collaborator, you can be the leader, but you must collaborate. Okay, so this is another one where the TRL are actually different from 3, from TED 2, because I think for BGF, the TRL is already 7, 7. So very nearing to pre-commercialization, so you must have a collaborator. And the last one, which they offer is actually SRF. Okay, this is the Strategic Research Fund. So this is a top-down, top-down fund, but it's already closed. Okay, just last week, I actually, involved in looking into this Strategic Research Fund. They actually, have the quantum of the financial the financial budget is actually very high, in millions, in millions of dollars. Okay, so this is actually been asked to do. That means it's top down. Okay, and they actually do it through their agency STI. That means they do it through let's say maybe they do it through their own research institution. Yeah, like for example, apa ya? The Malaysian Genome, Malaysian Genome, okay, and IMB. So they do it through those agency, their own, the MOSTI own agency. So for Strategic Research Fund, this time around are all about trying to solve a COVID-19 problem. Yeah, so it has already been closed. Yeah, we do not even know about it. In fact, not that we cannot join. We can join. Yeah, we can join, but we were not told to, because we have one group, from UTM who actually had successful to get this grant, and it is in millions of dollars, a million of ringgit. But then it's closed. It's okay. We still have other funds, so you don't have to worry. Okay, so this is the summary of the grants which I just talked about for the bottom up. So these are all related to us. So for AIF, the leader has to be individual or society or NGO. And the quantum is the most you can get is about 500,000. This one, you can actually be collaborator, and for AIF, the period given is from 12 to 18 months. So that means they really want to have the results quick. So that's why they don't give you a lot of time. Okay, for that one, the group that can apply can be startup, PKS is SME, yeah, small, medium scale businesses, yeah. IHL, so that is us, GRI, Government Research Institute, Agency STI. So Agency STI is like the Malaysian Genome, yeah, which are actually under MOSTI. Okay, TED 2, okay, still the same thing, yeah, but this one is inclusive of non-Malaysian, ya, non-Malaysian, termasuk bukan warga negara. So this TED 2, the quantum is 3 million. Okay, so you are given 36 months, yeah, for TED 1, 24 months, for TED 2 longer. And of course, the last one is BGF, yeah. So we can actually apply for it, startup, yeah, PKS and agency STI, and the quantum, yeah, is about 4 million, yeah. And this one you are actually given 36 months. And of course, for SRF, which as already said, that is it has been closed, yeah. This can be actually applied by all this, yeah, including non-Malaysian, okay, and the quantum is 15 million, and you are given to solve your problem, yeah, in 36 months, okay. As already mentioned just now, most of our MOSTI's SRF fund has been focused on trying to solve COVID-19 pandemic, yeah. Okay, so here are how you know the level, yeah, of readiness for each grant, yeah. So we have AIF, yeah. You should have the formulation of concept, so that means TRL, and while you're working, okay, it should be end up with TRL4, that means need to be validated, yeah. Okay, for TED 1, okay, is very similar to your AIF, yeah. But then for TED 1, we can apply. Okay, so similar, you have the formulation of concept, okay, or the proof of concept, and while you're working, you end up with the lab validation, yeah? Okay, for type 2, okay, you need to have the proof of concept and then validated already. Okay, then you can ask, yeah, for type 2 fund. Okay, and while you're working, you should be working towards having it demonstrated in the real environment, which is TRL6 or TRL7, yeah, or you actually end up with having the prototype. Okay, and of course, BGF, you start with having that prototype and you develop it, yeah, and probably during that time you will ask for compliance, yeah, or maybe you improve the packaging, yeah, you expose it, okay, and then this is ready for you end up with pre-commercialization stage, and this is what you are trying to achieve for your BGF, yeah. And for SRF, you can start with TRL3. That means the POC should be there and working towards product. Pre-commercialization stage. Yeah. So for SRF, it does not really concern us at the moment. Okay, so here are what in short. So you can read all this in the guideline, yeah. So everybody are encouraged to read the guideline. For those researchers who doesn't know how to read BM, maybe can ask our colleague, yeah, to have to share and to have a look at it, yeah. Because as already mentioned, there's no translation yet, but here this is the gist of the guideline, yeah. What is the objective? To encourage the participation of innovators, in innovating new products, processes, new system or services with commercialization potential. So remember, always have in mind this. It will need to. It should lead to commercialization. So that means it's not just a process product. So because some of our researchers, they are so worried. They said only product. No, actually new processes, new product, new processes, new system or new services. But with commercialization potential. So what is the output of AIF? Innovation that may combine and integrate the technology which will lead to new products, processes, new system or services, or improvement of the current technology in terms of increasing in value and reduction of cost. Okay. And as already mentioned, the TRL should start from TRL2 or TRL3, leading or to achieve TRL4. So that is for AIF. Okay. So here, just to share with you, before RMK12, we were so worried. So whenever we have company who wants to join us or lead, they have to fork out 30% of the amount. Okay, for example, if you are actually trying to get a million ringgit fund, the company, because AIF here, you need to have a company who lead it. The company need to fork out about 30%. So 30%, which means kalau 1 million, 300,000, and some of the company are actually very small. Okay, so they won't have that much money to fork out. But don't worry, for RMK 12, they have actually changed a little bit, where they said that if the company can provide in kind, the MOSTI will actually match up to 50%. Okay, so that means if your proposal is about the budget is about 1 million. Okay, so MOSTI will give you 500,000. But I think they already changed the strategy. They say that if the company can provide money, okay, the money, so the money can be just 10%. So that means now the company doesn't have to come up with 300,000, just 100,000, and MOSTI can match up to 900,000. So that is already good, because I think when I was discussing with my colleagues at my department, usually that is actually the bottleneck, because we have company who has some good innovation which they want to share with our colleague at IHL at the university, but the company do not have that kind of money, that they do not have that 30% to fork out. But now it has been reduced to 10%, and now and mostly are going to match 90%, which is good. And this is actually applicable to the rest of the fund. So if it's in kind, mostly will match the grant 50%, up to 50%. But then if the company, okay, or the startup or the PKS have cash or money, the mostly will match with 90% of the fund, which is very helpful. So you can have a look at the here that this is the category pemohon. That means who can actually apply for it. Okay, and the person or the individual who can apply for it will be encouraged, yeah, to collaborate with IHL, which is university, or GRI, the Government Research Institute. Yeah, so usually they will try to get us because they know that research are actually done at the university or at the research institute. They will try to get us. Yeah, okay, unless they want to do it themselves, because here is digalakkan, only encourage. Okay, here I also put forward here. Yeah, you can have a look. In your spare time, you look at the criteria of the assessment of AIF. Yeah. Remember, this is actually coming from individual outside the university, persatuan or koperasi or NGO. Yeah, so a lot of them is actually they have this already got a product or system which is of commercial value. Yeah, so they just need money to develop it further. So there's a lot of a lot of focus on commercial aspect of the criteria. Yeah, so the concept is there, but they need money, yeah, to develop it further, to make it more feasible. Okay, so so that means the commercial value is actually focused here. So these are all the impact, yeah, the social, economy, the environment. Yes.
Farida, we have a question.
Yes.
For this Dana Applied Innovation AIF, Prof Hazlin asked what it means by the individual.
Individual means anyone, any company, anyone. Like for example, in our department, yeah, we have a group, yeah, who actually work with someone who has a company who has actually a very good innovative idea, yeah, innovative. In fact, the POC is already there. The only thing is that they do not have money to further develop the product. Okay, so just anyone. It can be but the thing is it's better that it is associated with some kind of company lah. So dia memang dah ada company lah. So that means here individual can be company, ya, persatuan, society, koperasi, ya, NGO, and the NGO has to be registered. So individual here means actually anyone, but remember this is like matching, yeah, matching. So this individual has to also provide the in kind up to 50%, yeah, and if in terms of money 10%. So usually not everyone can come up with this money. Usually a company. So individual here is my company lah, company. So tapi company and etc. lah, maknanya if you have just individual who's not actually part of the company, you can still be applying. Yeah, but better to have a company lah, associated with company.
Okay. Thank you, Prof Farida.
Okay, yeah.
Another
So
question.
ada question lagi?
Ada, Prof. From
Yeah.
Amir. Okay, Dr. Amir asked, can it be a startup or spin-off company from the university?
Yes, boleh. Yes. So the thing is, remember ya, AIF is a matching grant, tapi matching tak banyak lah, 10% je kan, in terms of money. So you need to have some money lah. You have to have some money. So that means the MOSTI will match 90%. Or kalau dia in kind 50%. Yeah? So it's a matching, like a matching grant, tapi bukan totally. That means there should be some investment lah by this individual or persatuan. Yeah. Okay. So any further question?
No more for now, Prof.
Okay. Okay. So So I'm not going to go into the criteria. So this is what you should do when you should read when you are trying to apply for one. Yeah. So what are the impact? Okay, remember all these need to be satisfied. Yeah. That means whenever you fill the form, yeah, you need to touch on all these technical, commercial aspect, the impact on social, economy, environment, yeah, and you know, your financial, pengurusan ni semua kena, because all this will be assessed later on. I share with you, you know, how we assess. All this will be assessed, and all the assessment need to be passed. That means sometimes, yeah, that particular product or that particular process which you want to you know, work on only are good at the technical for the technical aspect. Yeah, so that means can that proposal score very high for the technical aspect lah. But then bila you look at the impact of social, economy and alam sekitar is not doing well, probably you're not going to be given, yeah, the money, the fund would not be given. So that means you need to pass all the penilaian, at least 50%. Sometimes you are very high in technical but low in impact of social, economy and alam sekitar, but you have to actually you know, get at least 50%, then you will be considered, yeah, because they want it to be all-rounder. Okay, they don't want to just to have a good technical and but then not very good in other aspect of the evaluation. Yeah, so there will be I will you know, discuss more later on, yeah, when I go to assessment. Okay, for that one, okay, this is the objective. Okay, to develop concept related to technology design, processes, or product which have commercialization potential. Okay, and of course to encourage R&D among GRI, STI, IHL, and industries. So what is the output? Okay, to produce new product and processes having potential to be commercialized in terms of a new prototype, new processes, or new system. Yeah. So for this, the TRL at starting point, it could be TRL 2 or TRL 3. Yeah, and you do it or you execute it, and this is to achieve a TRL 4. Yeah, TRL 4. So that is that one. And the category is, you know, startup, PKS, IHL, GRI, agency of STI. Yeah? And for this one, you are actually encouraged to collaborate with all this. Yeah. So for us, IHL, we are encouraged, but then not needed. Yeah, that means you don't need to, but you are encouraged to collaborate with others. So the quantum is 1 million, yeah, and actually, yeah, how you prepare your proposal is actually very important. Yeah, if you know, don't seems to, you know, not prepared well, even if the quantum is 1 million, you will not be able to get this 1 million. Yeah, okay, so that's why tips to prepare the proposal is you know, very important. I'm going to give you later on. Yeah, so for this step one, you for this one, yeah, will be the bayaran, yeah, the method of payment will be disbursement. This is the normal way, yeah, where you know, they will give you 40% and then you start your project, and then if you were using your own money, yeah, they will reimburse. Okay, so this one is okay. Okay, so if you are a company, yeah, if you are a company, a startup, yeah, this is also disbursement, disbursement. Okay, so this is the criteria, yeah, for that one. Okay, so you can have a look. Okay, remember, yes.
Is it okay to interrupt with questions?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Interrupt.
Dr. Mariam from USF, she
Mhm.
asked that one, for the startup, do the startup has to contribute some amount?
For that one, okay, macam ni. Selalunya, for kejap startup, usually dia yang ini kan kalau rasanya tak payah. This one startup rasanya tak payah. Nanti saya tengok semula. Sebab usually yang company sekejap that's a good question whether startup kena ke tidak. Selalunya yang tak payah bayar is macam IHL ya, PKS, bayaran pendahuluan, pembayaran balik. Kalau startup, I'm not sure. Nanti later on I look into it ya. Rasanya macam this is not matching. Yang ni you dapat 100% ni. Yang ni 100%.
Kalau the startup becomes as a collaborator?
Kalau startup as a collaborator tak payah. That means dia macam ni. You ada let's say kita IHL usually IHL we are not needed to come up with any money you are not needed to come up with any money. Okay, so you get the money and then you will give the collaborator to do whatever that they need to do lah. Let's say your collaborator is a startup so you will get the money and through you you will give, okay, through you they will give to that startup. Okay, so for that one sebenarnya tak payah pun kita ada duit sendirilah yang ni. So just now you were asking what if what if the person who the startup kalau startup yang okay, this one I'm not very sure, but usually if it's a company you need to fork out a little bit of money because it's matching, but then for that one rasanya tak payah. Okay, but then I have to be sure about it because remember all this fund it has not started yet. It has not started yet because recently they have actually finalized it, okay, and now they are taking in all the proposal so they have not started it. Okay, if I'm not mistaken tak ada lagi, tak payah keluarkan duit lah. Okay, you look at the criteria for that one the commercialization part is actually very little because remember this is TRL 2 or 3 to 4. Okay, usually we just want to know whether there's some commercialization aspect or not for this particular processes or for this product. So but still you need to talk about it. You need to put some input. Okay, I want to see whether there will be competitor or not. Okay, whether there will be potential or not. So you still have to do the market survey. You need to know or to know a little bit about the marketing of this. Whom do you think the target? People who will be using your processes or be using your product. So as I mentioned, although it's that one, they do not actually focus on the commercialization, but you need to know some aspect of commercialization. Okay, so that is yes. Any other question?
We have additional question from Dr.
Yes.
Usually, who does the financing? The university or the company?
Yang mana?
For that one, I believe.
Who has the final one?
Usually who does the financing? Is it the
Oh, the financing.
Yes.
Oh, ini financing. MOSTI lah.
Okay.
MOSTI lah yang bagi duit ni. Kan?
Okay.
So like for example, I think a lot of us at the university will go for TED 1 and TED 2. TED 1. That means if you have not got to, develop the proof of concept, okay, you'll be doing TED 1. But then if you have the proof of concept and you think that is workable, then you go for TED 2. So a lot of us will be doing TED 1 or TED 2, maybe more of TED 1, Okay, so for this one, the money, if you are asking for it, the money 100% will come from MOSTI. Will come from MOSTI. So if you have collaborator, like for example, TED 1, if you don't need to have collaborator, okay. But if it's TED 2, if you have collaborator, and that collaborator can also get money from MOSTI. Okay, so 100% from MOSTI.
Okay, Prof. Okay. So Dr. Nozalifa just want to confirm. So if it's 100% from the MOSTI, so means that it's not 10% from the company and 90% from MOSTI.
No. Kalau misal kata kita buat TED 1, okay. Okay, kalau TED 1, if it's TED 1 and no collaborator will get 100% lah. If TED 2, you have to have a collaborator, so you will get the money, okay, and that money will be a channel funnel to your collaborator to do whatever. Usually, whenever they have collaborator, such as in TED 2, this collaborator will try to, commercialize it. Okay, they will try to commercialize it. So they need money to do the activities, right? So usually not the whole, not much lah. Like for example, maybe they need to do some exhibiting, so they need some money, or they want to improve, or they want to do some usually all the improvement, the advancement of the product or the processes will be done by the main the main person who asked for it, but then it will be helped by that by the collaborator. So the collaborator need money, so you have to give some. And during the proposal, you need to determine how much money you'll be given. So and it need to be justified lah. Maknanya kalau ada quotation, you need to give the quotation, what is needed for the collaborator to actually execute whatever activities to help you with your proposal.
So, Prof, is there a specific percentage? How much should be given to the company?
It doesn't matter. It does not really matter. So it depends on the nature of work that the company will have to do lah. Like for example, let me see. Selalunya maybe part of the, let's say, trying to improve the processes ke, okay, trying to get data sometimes, whenever you want to do research, you don't have some of the high-end instrument, some of the high-end instrument, and you need a collaborator to do it, okay? So you need to give money to these people to do it.
Okay. Prof, it's getting hotter here. We're receiving more questions.
Okay, sure, yes.
You want to postpone it to later, or you want to have
I think better now lah. Sebab apa kan? Better now, yes. It's okay, because Apa lagi? Ada?
From a question from Dr. Zahir. Okay, how do most evaluate the value of in-kind 10% to get 50% matching?
Macam ni. Okay, let's say the company has, macam mana nak kata, the company has already got some very expensive instrument, let's say, katalah dia ada apa some instrument lah that is actually needed, needed. They already bought it, like they already bought 1 or 2 years before, and can be used, can still be used, Okay, so that means they need to give the amount or the price of that instrument. Okay, at least at that current stage, okay, what is the cost of the instrument? So that is in kind lah. So that's how they value it. Katalah we don't have an MR, okay, kata we don't have that, but that company has an MR, willing to use it for the project. Okay, so need to nilaikan lah value that. Okay, or you can think about what the company has which you do not have. Okay, so you can just give some justification, how much. Okay, but up to 50% lah. Maknanya 50% that will be covered by, so that means that company, the company, because the proposal is actually coming from the company, kan? So the company doesn't have to fork out any money. Okay, so the value of the katalah the NMR yang the other two, okay, will be considered 50%, and mostly will just match 50%. Okay, so of course if it's money, it's much easier. Okay, let's say this company are willing to fork out 100,000. Okay, so you can have 900,000 match by MOSTI, macam tu kan, up to 90%, macam tu. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prof.
Okay, so so let us just continue that one. Okay, then we go to TED 2, TED 2. Okay, so this is the objective of TED 2, to assist in developing the already available concept. Maknanya konsep tu dah ada, related to technology, design, processes or product which have commercialization potential. Okay, this is because to decrease the failure of the value or the value of death of commercialization, because most of the time what we have right now is that you have good product, but then you don't have money to develop it further. Okay, so this is what the MOSTI is trying to help you, assist. So they will give you money, they will give you money to to further develop. Like for example, you want to have some kind of certificate of compliance, it's not cheap, sometimes you want to make sure that it is that certificate, because I remember in one of the project, the getting of that certificate is actually cost them like 100,000. You don't have that kind of money. So when you don't have that kind of money, then you just stop. Okay, so that is what is all about. Failure in developing it further because you don't have the money. So this is what MOSTI is trying to do, to assist. Okay, maybe you want to have a halal certificate. Okay, from our friend here, the halal certification is actually very expensive. So they are going to assist. Okay, this is remember all this authority compliance authority, they are very particular. Sometimes if you don't have that, like for example, like some product, you need to have a look at the compatibility. Remember, if you want to commercialize, you cannot just say that, oh, I have done this biocompatibility test in my lab. Tak boleh, because they want to see whether that lab is accredited or not. So if you send out, it will cost you money. So this is what MOSTI is trying to help. So here the objective is to assist in developing it further. And of course, to encourage R&D among GRI, STI, IHL, polytechnics. So we even have polytechnics, community colleges and industries. So remember, one of the focus area is education. So that's why nowadays you can see the inclusion, yeah, of polytechnics and community colleges as one of the person who or the party that can apply for this MOSTI grant. So what do you have to have before you apply? POC, proof of concept, yeah, or working prototype, yeah, product with good design, okay, and scientifically proven. Okay, remember all this. When you apply, we will ask for it. That means you have to show that what is the proof of concept, what is the working prototype. Usually, when they come and evaluate, when we evaluate them, they will bring the prototype, they will show us how it works, yeah. So product with good design and scientifically proven, that means you need to show all the scientific data that come with that work. So that means you have been working it in that one stage, yeah. So all the data is already there. Okay, so then only then you can ask for that too. Okay, so what is the use of the fund? The fund will be used to enhance the technology, processes, innovative product up to pre-commercialization stage. Okay, that's why they need collaboration. Yeah, usually collaboration comes from the industry who actually are going or selling or managing that kind of product or processes. Yeah, so that they are involved, okay, and they also have some kind of investment, okay, and they are willing to do it, and when they have invested, so surely they will be very they will be very willing to commercialize it. Yeah? So that's why it's very important to have collaboration among the industries here. Okay, the output will be the pre-commercialized product or technology, product technology, processes, or product. Yeah. Okay. So starting at TRL4, and you have to achieve. Yeah. After you finish, you have to achieve TRL7. Okay. So these are the category pemohon. Yeah. Can be IHL, startup, GRI. Yeah. And including non Malaysian, yeah, non-Malaysian. Okay, so for this one, if IHL, you need to collaborate with startup. So they put their startup or PKS. If GRI, you are digalakkan, yeah, encourage to work together with startup and PKS. So if startup and PKS, you are encouraged to work with IHL, GRI, and STI agencies. So you can see that the collaboration actually different from different type of applicant. Yeah, if IHL, you have to, but for GRI and STI agency, you are only encouraged. Yeah? And startup, you are only encouraged. So that means you are not doing it alone. You have to do with some other parties here. Okay, so you can see that the criteria, okay, will be focusing more on the commercialization, because remember, at the end of the day, when you have done your TED 2, yeah, it's already pre-commercialized. Yeah, going to be pre-commercialized. Because for the next stage, you're going to just improve on it, maybe the advanced packaging, yeah. So it doesn't like appeal, because the packaging is not appealing, so you need more on it, yeah. So so you can see that the difference between TED 2 and TED 1 is TED 2 will actually will be focusing on commercialization aspect of the product or the processes. Yeah. You still have all this impact, okay, but then the most important one is now commercialization. Okay, and of course the bridging fund, yeah, the bridging fund, this will will be very having a very big quantum, because remember this is up to pre-commercialization, up to TRL 9. Yeah. So what is the objective? To close the gap. Okay. The value of death between pre-commercialization. Yes. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, Prof. Farida.
Yes, doctor.
It looks like
No.
there's more question for TED 2.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Sure. Yes.
Question from Dr. Irfan. Dr. Irfan asked, in the case of the company financing the project, should the company put the amount in the university account, or can the amount go to the researcher account if the company is financing the project?
Selalunya apa tu what I always see happening kan, because the company is also doing some work kan, because the company has a role. I mean, given a role to do some part of the work. Like for example, let's say lah dia kena minta some certification, for example, okay. Let's say the value of the proposal or the value of the project is like 1 million, okay, and then the company will be contributing 100,000, so 100,000 tu daripada dia lah, maknanya dia guna duit dia sendiri. Dia guna duit sendiri to do whatever activities that they have, meant to do it. Maknanya they have said that okay, they want to do this, so it will cost them like 100,000. So the money is not going anywhere. It's their money, and they will be using it in whatever way that they want it to be. So the money is not going anywhere. So as let's say you are the applicant kan, you got the money, you would not get 100, you will only get up to 900,000 je lah, because that 100,000 is actually from the company. The company will actually use it, okay, their own money, and they will show us, they will show MOSTI, okay, I've spent this money to do whatever. Okay, so macam tu lah. Okay, remember for MOSTI fund, the payment, the mode of payment is by a milestone. Okay, so you are given some money first, up to 40% of the total project cost. Then you use the money, and the next money coming is after you have complete maybe milestone 1. Okay, so per milestone, so that's why after achieving the first milestone, we like the panel, they are always have to go and check. Okay, we check the physical completion of milestone. We check lah data dia semua kan, and then there will be someone from the finance side. Okay, usually they call another person who's good in finance and check all the money spent. Money spent. Okay, when they check everything is in order, baru they will reveal, they will give the next sum of money. Okay, they will not give you money like every year. They will give you per milestone. If you think that you are going to, complete your milestone in 6 months, maknanya after 6 months baru you dapat the second amount of money. So it's not by year, it's by milestone. Okay, so for the company who actually have decided or have said that they are going to contribute 10%. Okay, so they have to show lah in terms of the money they have spent. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prof.
Okay.
We have another question from
sure.
Dr. Aizat from Halal Institute. Since we are already in TRL 5, can we bypass TED 1 and apply direct to TED 2?
Boleh lah tu. Boleh. Okay, sure. Dah tentu boleh. Tapi itulah saya cakap kan, you don't need to go from Tet 1 to Tet 2. You can just go to Tet 2 because I know a lot of people, they already have all the proof of concept have developed, they have already prototype. So you go to Tet 2 because once you complete Tet 2, there will be a fast track to BGF. Kan? So here you see the must have is POC. Maknanya you kena show in your proposal you have the POC, you have the working prototype, okay, and then all the data, semua data kena bagi. So that we check because we will check usually there are 3 people will be called to evaluate to evaluate both technical and technical and financial aspect of your proposal. So we will check, usually whenever they ask me to check, it is related to my field of work lah, to my field of expertise lah, so there will be people who will check. So they will check, okay, then they will say that, okay, this is TRL 4 or 5, they will know whether, at what stage you are actually ready. Okay.
Prof, we have a flood of questions.
Tak apa. Let us just once and for all, we just answer all these questions rather than going through macam tu saja. Okay, tak apa.
Okay, good. Okay, so Prof is okay
tak apa.
proceed to the next one. Okay, Dr. Samsul Bahrain from KOE asked if we have a prototype, can we use the time working with factory on the final design, or the tests required such as temperature, cyclic test, autoclave?
Can you say that again? Macam mana?
So if
kita dah ada prototype,
if we already have the prototype, can we use the time working with the factory on the final design?
Oh yes. Okay, I think that kalau dah ada prototype, so that will be Tet 2. Okay, because you want to develop it further, right? You want it to reach up to TRL 7, for example, Tet 2. I think that will be Tet 2 because TRL 7 is actually demonstration of prototype. Okay, maknanya prototype tu memang dah develop very well lah. Okay, so that will be Tet 2. Okay, boleh. So you have to tell, the money that you ask is for what. Okay, so I'm not very sure about what he said about which apa tadi dia kata dia nak work dengan siapa,
dia nak work with the company untuk final design macam testing.
Yelah. Okay, so that means kan that company, because remember that too, you need to collaborate with someone kan, company. So which means that company has the facilities to test kan. Okay, that is in kind lah tu. In kind lah. So that means which means that the company, I mean, you won't be asking about, you won't be asking to buy any analytical instrument kan, because you're already there with the company. So you just like need maybe some money, traveling money ke kan, itu boleh lah. So what happened usually the company will tell the amount or the value of what they are contributing. That can be up to 50% lah. Maknanya, okay, katalah dia kata semua ni yang ada kat company ni is worth 50,000, katalah 100,000, 100,000. So which means that you can have itu kalau company lah, kalau company. Remember company yang kena keluar duit. Tapi kalau kita tak bayar sebenarnya. Kalau kita tak bayar. Kalau company dia nak jadi main leader, dia kena ada all this value of whatever that they are contributing. Tapi untuk kita tak bayar.
Okay.
We don't have to.
Prof, we have another question from Professor Dr. Zuraini. She asked, is there any amount that need to be contributed by a small medium enterprise for Tet 2 because at the moment of the pandemic, it's very difficult to ask for money from small medium enterprise.
Okay, siapa yang leading ni?
I believe is the researcher.
Kalau researcher from IHL tak payahlah. Tak payah. Kalau bisa kata you are a member of IHL, maknanya our researcher, our IUM researcher, you are not needed to fork out any money, and you can actually provide some money for your PKS or apa startup company to do some part of the work, because remember the role need to be there mentioned, yeah, and the amount of money which will be given will be stated, and it need to be justified lah. You tak adalah nak kasih dia macam 30-40% kan. Selalunya you know the role, okay, then you know how much money they need to do whatever activities that they need to do. Okay, so if you are asking for the project, no money is actually need to be forked out by your collaborator. Tapi kalau misal kata collaborator tu yang lead, dia kena bagi tahu. So don't worry about the money, because I am thinking about our researcher lah. Tak payah fikir pasal duit. Tak payah fikir pasal duit. Sebab apa? If you are the leader, you tak payah fikir pasal duit yang whoever wants you collaborate with to contribute, tak payah tanya.
Okay, Prof Farida, we've been receiving quite a number of questions that ask for the slides.
Slide.
Is it possible to get the slides later?
Oh yes, I will share the slide. Don't worry, I will share the slide. Sebab apa slide ni baru habis malam tadi pun kan. Okay, I will share the slide. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay, Prof Farida, are you good to continue on with the questions?
Yes, please.
Okay. It looks like it's getting more interesting. Many immediately are bombarding with questions. So we have one, our researcher, Zamuddin Ahmad Razi. Assalamualaikum Prof. May I know which fund is most suitable for a clinical trial? The prototype is ready to be tested on human, and can a clinical trial consider STRL 7? Thanks.
Clinical trial Kalau misal kata prototype tu kejap kalau prototype tu dah ada, okay, prototype tu dah ada, nak buat clinical trial.
Yes.
Macam tu ya. Prototype tu dah ada, nak buat clinical trial. Okay, kalau tengok sini kejap Kalau tengok bridging fund kalau tengok bridging fund dekat sini ada, sebenarnya semua ada clinical trial, tapi yang banyak untuk clinical trial is actually dana bridging ni, BGF ni. Okay, remember BGF ni you need to work, digalakkan bekerja sama dengan agensi kerajaan atau agensi perkhidmatan. I think kalau you already got the proof of concept, you have the prototype, and the prototype is actually scientifically proven to work, I think the best bet is actually to ask for BGF, because BGF ni is actually dah nak commercialize dah, but you need more data je to support. Okay, so okay, kita tadi dah kat sini ke? To close the gap, value of death between pre-commercialization and commercialization. So maknanya kan, if you already have, okay kat sini must have technology or product that has reached to pre-commercialized stage that is already obtained. Ni tengok ni. Already obtained certificate for standard compliance, validation, okay, halal certificate from the regulatory bodies. Okay, so tadi doktor tadi tu dia dah ada tak semua ni? Kalau dia tak ada, I think pergi tab 2 lah lagi safe. Kalau it's safer to go back to tab 2. Okay, because kalau untuk BGF ni dia dah nak fly dah ni. Sebab apa, dia dah ada dah all the standard compliance semua. Okay, so I think better go to TED 2 because TED 2 will will help you, will assist you to get all this certificate. Yeah, sebab apa, certificate ni very important because if you want to sell anything kan, if you want to sell it, even if you want to sell cosmetic pun, you kena ada certificate kan. You kena ada certificate apa tu, compliance, validation, halal semua kan. Okay, that will actually be helped by TED 2. Okay, TED 2. I think untuk to answer the doktor tadi punya question, I think go to TED 2. BGF ni dia dah nak grow, dia dah nak pergi apa jauh dah ni kan, because for TED 2 if you are very successful, you are actually encouraged to go to BGF. Encourage ya, maknanya they will help you to go and to get BGF. BGF ni kan banyak kan, BGF up to berapa million, up to 4 million kan. So I think go to TED 2 first, do well because TED 2 pun tak jauh kan, tak berapa lama, about 24 months if I'm not mistaken. So do that. Okay, so once you got everything semua, and then you go to BGF because BGF will have more money for that kind of work. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Farida. We have another question from Prof. Zalina. I have new medical prototype and had appointed manufacturer to produce it with collaboration with other university. I plan to apply TED 1. I was advised not to purchase the equipment in view of the problem of ownership in the future. Is it true?
Macam mana?
Okay. Yeah, she already has the prototype.
Okay.
And has appointed manufacturer to produce the prototype, and also at the moment she's collaborating with another university. Okay, but she planned to apply for TED 1. She want to apply for
TED 1. Kenapa TED 1?
I'm not sure.
Dah ada prototype dah.
Yeah.
Okay. Kalau dah ada prototype, kalau dah ada prototype is TED 2 lah. Sekejap cuba tengok TED 2 ni you must have you mesti ada proof of concept. Ini kalau misal kata you tak ada prototype lah, you ada proof of concept. Maknanya proof of concept all the data, kalau sampai macam processes there's no prototype kan, but you have proof of concept kan, maknanya you have all the data to support your process. Working prototype, I think doktor yang just now tanya dia dah ada working prototype so now you want to develop further je. Okay, so the fund will be used to enhance the technology processes, okay, up to pre-commercialization. So if you look at what is going to be nanti later on I'll show you scope of funding kalau you tengok scope of funding kat sini, okay, untuk TED untuk AIF TED 1, TED 2 you tengok ada they will help you with so many macam pilot plan clinical so kalau dah ada proof of concept or prototype, if you want to do clinical study, TED 2 lah. TED 2.
Prof. Farida, for that TED 2, is it advised to purchase the equipment? Is it okay to buy equipment?
Kejap. Selalunya kan TED 2 ni dia yang kita beli ni pilot plan ni kita nak buat pilot plan. Selalu pilot plan ni mahal kan, because I have one saya ada monitor project tu, dia punya pilot plan is half of whatever they are asking, like they were given like 3 million and then 1.5 million tu goes to pilot plan. Dia macam pilot plan memang boleh dibeli during TED 2. Type 2 ni boleh. And some of the equipment yang related to it lah, boleh. So memang ada duit untuk beli equipment dekat sini. Ya. So okay,
Prof. Farida, what about the ownership of the equipment in the future?
The ownership of equipment. Okay, the ownership of, okay, let's say we are IHL ya, kita researcher sini. Okay, so it will belong to you, yeah, and the university lah. Okay, but of course we always ask the applicant ya, or now kalau dia dah dapat, kita panggil the entity lah, the entity to actually tag with MOSTI punya emblem and letak vote number, project number semua. So it will belong to the university. They would not take it. Like if the pilot plan is actually has been assisted to get or to build it by MOSTI, so it will belong to that person or that entity. Kalau IHL yang punya. Kalau macam company lah punya. Tapi they need to tag it. Okay, and after the whatever period katalah after the 36 month has elapsed semua, kalau ada kerosakan semua, itu you kena betulkan sendirilah. You repair your own. So MOSTI is not actually responsible to repair kalau is actually broken. Yeah. So all they need is to tag it, to tell people that okay, that actually belongs to MOSTI, tapi put there or place there at the premise of the entity.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Farida. We have another question from Professor Tengku Hazi Amir. Assalamualaikum, Prof. For TED 1 application, how much collaboration with company required to be able for us to apply for TED 1? Is
TED 1? Are you?
Yeah, TED 1.
Is it okay? TED 1 actually digalakkan saja, encourage ya. Dr. Tengku, actually TED 1 encourage to have collaboration, which is good actually, but you don't need to have. Okay. You don't need.
He further asked, is the MOU or LOI is sufficient?
Okay. So what happened? Usually, the applicant kan, when they want to ask and you have ask for project and you have collaborator. Okay. Usually, to get ready, MOU or MOA would be very will be taking time then, because you're not sure you will get this project. So what usually MOSTI wants is just LOI, letter of intent kan, letter of intent, where after katalah you berjaya dapat project ni, they will give you time to actually proceed with the MOA or MOU. Selalunya macam tu. If you already have MOU, because some of the applicant they already have MOU with this particular this particular company or this particular katalah another IHL or GRI kan. Okay, you can use it, but then we are actually very concerned about what is said in MOU. Sebab apa kita tak nak guna yang umbrella yang dia kata okay, this company, this department or this university is going to work on any project or research with this company or this university. Kita tak nak macam tu. Kita tak mau yang menyeluruh, yang general memorandum of understanding. Kita nak yang focus one. Like for example, for this particular project yang you propose tadi. Okay, so at the stage of proposal, I think better to have LOI, letter of intent. Letter of intent ni dia macam just one piece of paper je. One letter saying that, okay, this person agree to be collaborator in this particular project entitled apa-apa-apa. Itu saja. Tapi kalau you dah dapat, maknanya if you are successful, then MOSTI will give time. So don't worry about it. That is something that I want to talk about, because some people said, okay, if you want to do with company, mesti ada MOU, tak payah. Jangan buat dulu. Sebab apa nanti buat tak dapat kan? So you buat LOI dulu. Okay, that means dah ada intention tu. Okay, so once you get it, then ask your legal office to proceed with it.
Okay. Prof.
Ada
Farida,
lagi, Dr. Siti?
yeah, Prof. Farida, does it mean proof of concept alone is enough for TED 1?
Proof of concept TED 1. Oh, TED 1 tak payah TED 1 tak payah proof of concept pun. Dia macam mana maknanya kan benda tu dah buat lah. Let's say you have selalunya saya fikir macam ni lah. Okay, saya dah suruh dah FYP saya buat. Okay, and it's working. Maknanya ada lah, tapi of course lah FYP punya data kadang-kadang kita tak boleh percaya sangat kan. Okay, and you want to work on it further. Okay, that is step 1.
Okay, so we don't really have
That is
to have
maknanya kan tak ada. Dia kalau tengok tab 1 ya. If I go back to tab 1 dekat sini, if you look at the if you look at tab 1, you need to have, okay, you can start TRL 2 or TRL 3. Maknanya kan you either have formulation of concept aja of concept, or experimental proof of concept. Maknanya dah ada lah. Macam kalau misal kata you ask your FYP student to buat, mesti dah ada experimental proof of concept, tinggal dia tak berapa solid tau. You want to improve it, okay? So itu yang you are going to do during your tab 1. Ya, you akan buat lagi, tapi dah ada lah some data kan. So usually during the detail when you detail your project detail, you have to tell, at what stage your proposal, your project is. Okay, so you have done some work kan. Okay, these are the thing that you have achieved. Okay, and you want to actually enhance it. Okay, so that is step 1. Step 1 dia tak perlu banyak sangat. Kalau you tengok kan, dia starting at TRL 2 or TRL 3. Okay, what is TRL 2? TRL 2 formulation aja of concept. 3 experimental proof of concept. Okay, this one dia ada some concept lah kan. Okay, and then you are actually trying to achieve lab validation. So kat sini you will be churning more data kan, to improve, okay, and maybe optimize ke. Okay, selalunya optimization lah kat tab 1 ni, you optimize. Okay, because usually kalau FYP1 especially sekarang kan, you tak boleh dah nak suruh dia orang optimize. Sebab apa? Tak ada masa. Sebab apa? Dia orang cannot go to the lab. So you dah formulate dia, ada formulation, maknanya dah ada dah, benda tu memang boleh go ya. It can go, but then you have not optimized. Okay, so that is actually tab 1. Tapi you don't need to have a full proof of concept. Maknanya tak payah, you boleh buat masa tab 1 tu. Okay, because this proof of concept with all the data proven will be actually needed for tab 2 nanti. Because tab 2 nanti you need to validate it in real environment. Kat sini lah yang you akan buat mungkin clinical study ke, okay, ataupun in vitro study ke kan. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Prof, we have another question from Dr. Zamir is from USM. He asking, how crucial is business model in the proposal for tab 1 or tab 2?
Okay, saya pergi ke business model. Okay. Since saya pergi ke business model sebab saya ada juga letak ini business model ni. Yep. Okay, since MOSTI punya fund ni semua menjurus kepada commercialization. Semua. Okay, doesn't matter whether it's AIF ke, Tat 1 ke, Tat 2 ke, kan. So you have to actually think about, always think about commercialization. Okay, so this is the business model canvas yang they actually provide. Ni yang provide ini yang dalam BM ni dia provide. Okay, and so I actually took some which I actually take out a lot of information from it. Okay, this is the type of business model. They call it business model canvas yang needed. Itu je. Tak banyak pun. So but you have to think carefully lah. Like for example, who are the key partners kan? Siapa yang nak buat ni? Who's like involved going to be doing this project? Okay. So who are going to contribute to this project? Okay, so dia macam ni je. Okay, so tak adalah banyak sangat benda-benda, especially kalau Tat 1 Tat 1 tu, as I already mentioned always menjurus kepada commercialization. So you have to think about it. You have to think about it. Who's going to use your product? Who's going to use your processor? So you have to think, you have to input all this, key activities, so I am actually will share with you all this, okay, and of course, you can, privately ask me whether this is okay or not, they are okay or not, so jenis macam ni je lah, doktor. So tak ada pun, tapi as you go to BGF, things are going to be more complex. You have to show more lah. Tapi for Tat 1 and Tat 2, not much. So just have to mention a few key things. Key partners, key activities, key resources. Customer relationship, customer segment, channel. Kat mana nanti nak jual kan benda ni, siapa yang nak beli, okay, and the cost, the revenue, okay, so just mention a little bit, if it's Tat 1 or AIF. Tapi kalau Tat 2 will be more complex, of course BGF will be more complex than this. Haja.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Prof, we have also another question from Dr. Ang Ek Hong. Hi, I'm not sure if I missed this earlier, but how many companies entitled for each Tat?
Apa dia?
How many companies entitled for each Tat? Maybe Dr. Ang has a lot of collaborator in one project.
Oh, okay.
So, many companies.
Maksudnya macam tu. Maksudnya macam tu ke?
I believe so, Dr. Ang.
Okay. Okay, so yang saya tahulah, okay, at one time,
yes, Dr. Ang said yes. Yeah, Prof.
Apa dia? Dia kata apa?
Dr. Ang said yes, it's true. What if for one project we have a lot of collaborators?
Oh, okay. Dia macam ni. Kalau at one time, that means you can only have one successful ongoing project lah, maknanya untuk kita lah. Okay, tapi sama juga dengan company. Kalau they have received one, they cannot have another one lah. Tapi kalau I think doktor punya soalan tadi, what if you have one product but you have many many collaborators? Boleh, because but okay, we need to know the role lah. We will be asking like, why do you need so many collaborators? Why is it that one? But it's okay, because I have evaluated one applicant who wants to have two, because these two company will be dealing with two different types of activities. Okay, so boleh lah tu. Multiple collaborator boleh. Kan?
Okay.
Okay.
Prof. Farida, actually, your topic is very interesting. We are not just getting questions from our IUM researcher. We're also getting questions from our USM colleague, and also we have one special question from Dr. Mariam Aziz, who is the founder for skincare, Mary Jardine, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Okay.
ask Prof, my TED1 application was recently rejected because I was informed that I should include animal testing for efficacy and safety, and I was advised to do TED2 instead. My research is fundamental research, formulation and characterization of a pharmaceutical formulation. So she was advised that she should go for TED2, and her application for TED1 was rejected because it doesn't include animal testing and safety. So she is advised to go for TED2.
Saya agree dengan apa tu dengan actually I agree with that apa tu encouragement. Actually it's an encouragement sebenarnya. Okay, because for TED2, you know, Dr. Mariam can ask for more money. Okay, and then activity yang already menjurus kepada commercialization, kan? In fact, if you look carefully, kita tengok the difference between TED1 and TED2. Kalau mana TED1 Okay, TED1 is actually very actually basic research lah yang kita buat selalu lah. Kalau dulu science fund macam tu kan. Tapi kan TED2 ni dah menjurus kepada apa? Dah menjurus kepada commercialization. Okay, so they actually encourage another party, like for example a company who will take this up. Okay, doesn't matter lah, company tu could be your own company, maybe it's your own company pun kan, especially kalau cosmetic kan, you set up your own company. So that this company nanti after all the project has been completed, semua compliance semua dah buat, then dia boleh tolong jualkan, commercialize the product. Okay, so I agree with the decision by MOSTI to actually encourage you to go to TED2 because you have done the formulation kan, selalu cosmetic is formulation, so they want you to do further, like you know, maybe biocompatibility test, okay, toxicity test, okay, which is actually covered by TED2. You look at TED2. So maksudnya kat sini your POC tu is already your apa skincare product tu tadi lah. Maknanya dah ada lah kat tu kan. So now you have to work on further. You need to, you know, enhance. Maknanya you need to have all those compliant to help you. Actually it's better sebenarnya. Decision tu memang saya rasa encourageable lah. Actually dia sebenarnya dia encourage tu. Dia encourage you to be bigger lah. Because TED2 kalau TED1 if you look at it sikit je duit kan. Tak banyak kan. Up to 1 million je. Tapi kalau you look at TED2 is going to be much more. Okay, they want you to go further. Okay. So itulah jawapan saya ya. I think I agree with the decision. They want you to do better. They want to do bigger project lah.
Maybe they see the potential in
the potential kan.
Dr. Mariam's product, yeah. Okay, Prof, we have another last question for today from Associate Professor Dr. Farida from Kuliah of Pharmacy. She asked for Enterprise Innovation Fund, last time known as InnoFund, similar to TED2. I have one successful project. Maybe RMC can organize one workshop for TED application. She's suggesting actually, can RMC organize one more workshop for TED application?
Workshop for TED application. Tu tengok tu apa tu, Sister Aida is there. Sister Aida is there. Okay, tak apa ke kita go beyond 12 ya, because saya tak habis lagi saya punya slide ni.
Yes, Prof.
Tak apa.
Kita will go beyond and then we will, it's okay, I already messaged you tadi. We will go beyond, no problem. Thank you
Okay,
everyone
so
for
go.
to be with us here.
So kat mana kita tadi ya? So kita kat sini dah tadi kan, where kat sini kalau nampak bridging fund to close the gap value of debts between pre-commercialization and commercialization, to increase the readiness of product to be commercialized. That is the objective. Okay, to make sure that you are more ready lah for commercialization. So this is the must-have technology or product that has reached to the commercialization stage, that is already obtained certificate of standard compliance, validation or halal from the regulatory bodies. Itu yang tadi Dr. Mariam tanya tadi kan. She is advised to take Tat 2 because Tat 2 ni dia banyak duit lagi untuk you do all this certification, which is very important for skincare product. People wants to see this before they buy their her product. So you need to go for this. So usually what is the output? The output is the upscale production kan. So maybe during BGF you would be asking for maybe upscale production like pilot plant ke kan. Okay, advanced product packaging, okay, is very important, or value added for commercialization locally and internationally kan. So value adding your product. Sebab dekat BGF ni dah tersedia dah. Okay, one more step, you already commercializing your product, but not only locally but internationally. So the starting of BGF is that you have to show that you have reached 7, TRL 7, and the project will try to achieve up to TRL 9. This is BGF. And if you look at the category kan, kita pun boleh involve ni, IHL kan, kita pun boleh involve. Okay, so the quantum is actually very high, up to 4 million, sorry. And if you are PKS, okay, or startup kan, is going to be matching lah. Matching, ni secara padanan. But if you are IHL, tak payah. You don't need to fork out money, only PKS and maybe startup, I think you need to have to fork out at least kalau duit 10%, kalau in kind up to 50%, So digalakkan bekerjasama dengan agensi kerajaan atau agensi perkhidmatan. Here you are actually encouraged to work with their own agensi perlaksana, like SIRIM ke, I think all those agensi pelaksana under MOSTI. Okay, so kaedah pembayaran, if it's PKS, bayaran pendahuluan, disbursement and pembayaran balik reimbursement, okay, all this lah. In kind 50% MOSTI akan biaya sehingga 70% dari cost project. If cash investment, okay, MOSTI akan bayar sehingga 90% dari cost project. So you can have a look at the criteria here. The commercialization part is actually more complex. They need more. You need to show more things in terms of commercialization, because technical part already dah okay kan? Because you have come to this part, to this stage. So usually the technical part is actually already understood, But then the commercial part, how are you going to make sure that your product is okay, cost effective, how do you going to market it, So all the market study need to be carried out lah. First, before you actually ask for this project or apply for this project, So apa yang lain-lain semuanya dah okay dah, impact semua ni semua dah okay dah, because this should be okay, but then the commercial part, so we will be looking at the commercial part. We will scrutinize what you are going to do, what you are going to do to make sure that you would not fail to commercialize it after you have completed project. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about this, yeah, because it's already closed. Okay, so here are the summary of the assessment. You can have a look. So what I'm saying, I put here just to show you, yeah, as we go along, yeah, as we progress from TET 1 to TET 2 to BGF, yeah. So the commercial part is actually is more focused, yeah, more focused, than before that. Okay, scope of funding, I also have put here to share with you. So these are the scope of funding which you need to actually read the guideline, yeah? Many times, before you even start working on your proposal, because this is very important. Because one of the things that we always ask the applicant, have you read or not the guideline? Because nampak macam dia tak sure. Dia tak sure about the guideline, what is going to be supported, what is not going to be supported, yeah. So you need to be knowledgeable lah about the guideline. Don't, nanti at the end of the day, we do not the panel do not want to be frustrated, yeah, with all the things that that you shouldn't do, but you are actually portraying it in your proposal. So read it many times, yeah, to be sure what is going to be funded and what is not going to be funded, yeah. Like for example, if you are going for IP, yeah, you are actually will be supported with one IP saja, not two IP, yeah, one main IP. So one main IP will actually the budget will be about 15,000 something, okay, because there will be incentive. Even if you file, they will be given money, yeah. After you register, you'll be given money. You'll be allocating money, yeah, or budget. Okay, so don't ask for two because they are not supporting for two. Yang tu nanti the second one mungkin kalau us lah, nanti I think the university has to support lah kan. Okay, so read carefully, yeah, the scope, the funding scope. Okay, like for example, IF TET 1, TET 2. Okay, so logi printage, yeah, or the pilot plan, yeah, ujian clinical study, IP will be supported, yeah. Marketing, yeah. Okay, compliance, yeah. Standard compliance. Okay, this special services. Okay, bahan mentah. Of course, this one is very important, yeah. Because remember, your TET 1 need a lot of consumables, chemical, GRA. Okay, let's talk about GRA. Yeah. Now GRA for those, because GRA is somebody who's already enrolled, yeah, in the university. So for masters, they are going to be given 3,000. Okay, banyak lagi lah daripada biasa, ya. And those doing PhD will be given 3,200. Okay, so that is up to, ya. Maknanya you can actually give up to 3,000 for masters and 3,200 for PhD. Okay, which is actually an increase from before. Yeah. Okay, for BGF, a long list. Yeah, so you have a look. You have a look at all this. Okay, so these are going to be supported, and of course, SRF is this one. Okay, so so read carefully. Yeah, what is going to be allowable and what is not allowable for your budget. Yeah, before after you complete your proposal. Okay, so this is the payment method as already mentioned just now. Yeah, if you are PKS, it will be different. A lot of time it will be matching. Yeah, but if you are individual, IHL, GRI, yeah, startup. Okay, startup. Okay, usually 100% will be from MOSTI. That is the only difference. Yeah, and remember the bayaran is actually per milestone. you complete the milestone, they will give you further money. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be, yearly. Yeah. So sometimes your milestone maybe takes up like 6 months. So after 6 months, if you have shown the progress, been endorsed, yeah, the progress has been endorsed, the consumption of money has been endorsed, then they will give you further money bayaran kedua. So it's not per period, yeah, but per milestone. So this is the application process. Okay, there's no pitching. Pitching is only for SRF, but everything had to be carried out melalui IDANA. So what you should do is to register yourself. Yeah, I saw many names. Yeah, in the new, because this IDANA is quite new also. I saw many names. Yeah, when I checked our there's many names, but there are many names missing. Yeah, so that means if you are not there in the IDANA website, you should be asking RMC to help you with the registration. Yeah. So usually the penilaian is at two level. The first one which involve penilaian panels, outside panel. Yeah, outside panel, it means panel like from universities or any bodies. Yeah, and then if you pass this stage, yeah, it will go for another stage. Okay, usually sometimes whatever that pass this stage will be passed by this JKD stage. Yeah, but sometimes, yeah, what happened, we pass this stage, but then when it comes to JKD, yeah, they just like they say that it's not suitable, or not good. Yeah, so it will just stop. So whatever decision, yeah, is actually cannot be apa kata orang, keputusan tu tak boleh apa, tak boleh argue lah. Yeah. So if you have passed these two stages, yeah, to penilaian level, and then you got to sign the contract, and then money will be paid. Yeah, and then after that you go into the monitoring stages. Yeah. Okay, how to apply? Okay, this is very important. The applications are open all year round. Okay, and you must be registered to the IDANA website. Okay, if you are not, then you have to do it through RMC. You cannot do it yourself. Yeah. Okay, you have to read the guideline carefully. Okay, 2-3 times or more. Okay, just to make sure that you know what's going on. Okay, online submission only, and then these collaborators. Usually you need to have LOI, as I already mentioned, MOU or MOA, but at least LOI. Later on, if you are successful, then you can arrange for MOA or MOU. Okay, CV of each team member and collaborators are actually very important. So we want to know, what are their expertise, so that we know. We have to check, because if not, we were so afraid that the project, although is good, would not be able to be executed. Yeah. So we will check the CV, and then you need to define the role of each team member. So not just the names. Yeah, you need to define the role of each team members, and if you have collaborators, we want to know what is the role of the collaborators. How are the collaborators are going to contribute towards this project. So the summary of previous project that are related to the current one. So remember, our MOSTI grant doesn't start like from basic. Yeah. Maknanya it's already TRL2. Maknanya you have done something. Yeah. You have done something. There's some data. You need to provide us the data so that we can check. Yeah. Okay. So summary of the previous project is actually very important. Very important if it's TED2, and more important for BGF. Yeah, BGF. That one, yeah, we still want to know. Okay, if you have any previous project data. Yeah. So what I think everyone should do is, do patent search of the product and processes that you are going to propose. Yeah. So because at the end of the day, we actually want you to produce at least one patent. This is if applicable. If not applicable, is okay. But still, you need to do patent search. Yeah, because we do not want you to reinvent the wheel. Right, we do not want you to do something that which have been carried out, which has been commercialized. Yeah. Okay, so you need to do and to show us the patent search. Yeah. So for the budgeting, as already mentioned, you need to read the guideline for allowable and non-allowable. Okay, and different scheme will be different. Yeah, and follow the financial procedures strictly. If you need to get 3 quotation, get 3 quotation, and of course, for things more services ke, or equipment ke, which is more than RM 100K, you need to provide 3 quotation. Even masa proposal pun kena ada quotation, because what we want you at the end of the day not to get your your budget from the air, pick from the air. Yeah? It need to be real. So you need to ask for quotation. That's why I said, this is the time for you to prepare, trying to, prepare this proposal, because we don't have that much classes now. So you have to ask for quotation sometimes, because asking for quotation, you are dealing with other people, okay? Other people, you are going to wait for their response. So this is the time, yeah. Usually, selalunya kita akan minta quotation. We do not want you to just put the budget in there without any basis. Yeah. So for the pilot plant, equipment, chemicals, consumable, we need quotation. Professional service, okay, that one also need quotation. And for GRA, PhD, 3,200, and masters 3,000. Okay, this one you can allocate lah, you can put in the budget. For patent, up to 15.5 K. Okay, that include incentive. Incentive, that means it will be given to you. Okay, filing and registering. Yeah. Okay, so if you open the application form, yeah, you can see all this. You need to, enter all this, yeah, everything, yeah, fund entity information, project members, background of information, the collaborators, yeah, if you have international collaborators also can. Okay, summary past project. Usually, I saw the one that is successful, yeah. They actually, enter this summary of past project, yeah, very clearly. So we know what they have done, yeah, what they have done before, and we know what they want to do further to enhance the project, yeah. So you do not actually start from scratch, yeah. You have something already. You have something that you have done, so you have to show. Yeah, you have to show, you have to fill in this. Okay, all the project details. Yeah, later on I'll tell you what are the project details, what are the things that is actually needed, the milestone and activities, project costing, equipment needed, source of funding. Yeah, the IP, if you need to acquire IP, yeah, or you buy. Sometimes, you want to buy the IP, yeah, you want to buy, or you want to get license for the IP. That is also okay. So the market demand, okay, so you need to do some search first, yeah. Make a market survey first for your work or for your product, yeah, or processes. Market capability, capacity, financial projection, potential contribution, and then you upload all your documents, yeah, all your CV and whatnots, yeah, into the website for them to have a look. Or okay, the background are actually very important, yeah. So some of the some of the project which we actually do not endorse is, they do not give a good background. Yeah, so sometimes we need the current statistic about the processes of the product, you know, why, how much is needed, you know, why is it needed. Yeah, a very clear problem statement. Okay, you know that problem statement is actually very important. Yeah, what are the problem and what are you trying to solve, and the significance of project. Yeah, so for the project details, there's a long, like, you know, long list what you have to mention. What is the TRL, what is the objective, what are the detail of the current status of project, whether it is at 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the methodology. A lot of the project which is successful, you know, they give a very explicit description of the methodology that they want to use, not just scantily. Yeah, we really want to know what you know. So we know that if you give us a very, you know, very clear methodology. Yeah, we know that you actually have put effort in the proposal. We want to know. Okay, we want to know what you are going to do. Okay, from start to finish. Okay, it's very important. So this is one of the highlight, yeah, that we actually look when we evaluate. And then benchmarking. Yeah, benchmarking. You know what it is. You want to see, you know, what other things are actually you know, associated with your processes or your product. Okay, what are the output? Okay, as I already mentioned just now, patent search is actually very important. Yeah, so you have to tell us, you know, what are the patent which has been actually registered, yeah, in relation to your project or your product or your system. Okay, project risk. Okay, this one, technical, financial, and time. Project benefit, especially economic and social. As already mentioned, okay, later on I mentioned, you know, your project has to be all-rounder. Yeah, so that means there are implication of all these, you know, technical, financial. Yeah, but then we still want to know whether it is has some benefit to economically or socially. Yeah, like for example, for the community, we want also to know. Okay, and then you need to also you know, prepare the milestone and the achievement, and of course if it need ethical approval, better try to get it. Yeah, for the proposal. And the business model, as I already mentioned just now, you also need to provide. Okay, this is actually very important because to show that you have some kind of idea, you know, how to market it next time. Yeah, later on in future. So the technology analysis, market need analysis, value assessment, technology feasibility, market study, economic feasibility, strategic marketing plan. Okay, if it's not much, you need to have some idea what it is, yeah, how you're going to market it. Okay, so these are some of the sample, yeah, or the highlights of the proposal. And this is one of the things that we actually scrutinize again and again, you know, the milestone. Okay, what are you going to do, okay, in these 24 months, for example, if you are asking for 24 months, okay. Milestone 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually if you have 24 months, we encourage you to have 4 milestones, yeah. So what are the activities of each milestone and what is the deliverable or output? Okay, activity is what you are going to do, and output is noun, ya. Apa dia yang nak keluar from that activity. So this one is actually very important, yeah. To put. Okay, so that we are clear, you know, at the end of this study after 6 months, because usually after 6 months will come, you know, kalau dulu before PKP we'll go to the premise and check. Okay, so after 6 months, okay, we want to know, okay, kalau you dah, you know, order for your pilot plan, yeah. So we want to see the process flow diagram, okay, the equipment sizing, the PID, semua tu kena show, ya. Okay, because remember the visit is actually very important because that's when we endorse for the second payment, yeah. because without the second payment, you will not be able to proceed. Yeah. So you need to finish part by part. So milestone 1 need to be completed. Okay, then we will give disburse the second, and then you will need to do the second milestone. Okay, and then again, after 6 months, okay, if you are finished, you tell MOSTI you are finished, and then we will come and check. Yeah, come and check. Okay, the activity and of course the output, yeah, which has been achieved. Okay, so these are example. So this one is example where one project they want to apply for a pilot plant, and they want to produce something which is very useful for the country, and then that product need to need to go some certification. So you can see that a lot of certification to verify the product, yeah, GMPs, certification, sometimes halal certification, a lot, yeah. And then you can also apply for patent, yeah, patent here. Sometimes applying for patent, you don't need to do it at the end, yeah. You can always do it at the beginning, yeah, at the beginning or middle, yeah. Do not have to apply at the end of your period, yeah. While you are doing it, you think that if the data is enough, yeah, you can ask, you can try to apply for the patent. Okay, that is a sample of milestone and deliverable. Okay, so sometimes we also encourage proposal to include SWOT analysis. This is very important because we want to know the strength of your product or processes, yeah, or the weaknesses. Okay, we also want to know what is the weaknesses. Usually, sometimes it is new, yeah, people do not know, okay, about your product or your processes. But of course, during your work, you are going to make sure that this is going to be circumvented or handled, yeah. So opportunities, okay, what can add to the positivity of your product? Okay, is it unique? Okay, new technology, okay, maybe it's Malaysian product, yeah. All the time you are using overseas product, now is our own Malaysian product. Okay, so maybe the product that you are producing has no competitors, yeah. And of course threat, yeah, what are the threat? Okay, so it's not needed, but usually it's good to include this SWOT analysis. Okay, already mentioned about the model, business model canvas. As I already mentioned, this MOSTI fund is always for commercialization. So you need to have an idea, about the business model. Yeah. Okay. These are the ratings. Yeah. Okay. So at the end of the day, after we the applicant come, and then we actually interview, discuss, and then we have to actually fill in a form. Yeah. Nowadays maybe we have to fill a Google form. Yeah. Okay, so these are the things that the ratings are all about. Yeah, kalau inadequate, okay, rating 1 to 2. Proposal has many deficiencies. Yeah, so if you don't comply with whatever that we want, yeah, then you will get very low marks. Yeah, low marks. So you can have a look, because I don't want to go one by one. Yeah. But you can have a look that why sometimes, yeah, suddenly, although the project is good, yeah, the project is good, but how you presented it, okay, during the written part and the presentation part is not good, then it is inadequate, so we give you a low rating. Okay, so we have inadequate, poor, satisfactory, good, and excellent. Yeah, so that will actually give you marks. Okay, here this is a real assessment. Yeah, so but I actually omit a lot of things here. So these are the things, yeah, which has been actually rated. Yeah, so here they keep on changing. Sometimes they want to have many ratings. But here the latest one, they have it like 1 to 5 only, 0 to 5, 0 to 5. Okay, so here I just want to tell you that there are many parts of the assessment. We have the technical and financial part. We also have strategic importance and societal benefit. So for there are two marking here, okay, one here and one here. So both must achieve more than 50% marks for all the section. Okay, and this 50 mark, more than 50 marks is actually coming from the three panels which they have invited to assess. Okay, so if you don't get more than 50 marks, then you will not be able, your proposal will not be able to go to the next level. So of course, different fund will have different weightage on the technical, financial, strategic, and societal benefit. So here I have it in like bigger, so that you can see. I just want to see the items that they are going to mark. This is the proof of concept. Is it there or not? Is it clear or not? Is there? The uniqueness, the innovativeness, the inventiveness. Okay, sustainability of the project. Okay, which is actually very important. Like for example, during my evaluation, there are some people who wants to, produce something or prepare something from something which they need to buy and it's very expensive. Okay, so that is not sustainable. Okay, and sometimes they want to get something or to collect biomass from somewhere which if you want to get it, you need to travel very far. That is also no, that is not sustainable. Okay, so another one, compliance to and regulation. Output expected, is it clear or not? The appropriateness of methodology. This is when we look at your methodology. That's why I said, sometimes, the proposal came with very scantily produced or prepared methods, which we do not know where it start, where it actually end. Okay, so we cannot evaluate if you don't give us a good methodology. So we will look, we scrutinize the methodology and see and give you rate for it. We rate it. Viability of the research objective, whether it is smart or not. Okay, is it specific, are measurable? Okay, very important, to get a measurable objective. Risk management. Okay, so all this you need to have more than 40, more than 50% of the 40. So if you are lower than 20, then even if you score good in the other part of the scoring, you won't be able to go to the next stage. Okay, like for example, if you get here 29, okay, which is good, but then for part B, you get very little, you get like 10. Okay, so you won't be able to go to the next stage. So here we want to have an all-rounder punya project, which is actually good or excellent in every aspect of the research. So like for example, here environmental impact, social impact. So we want you to do something which is environmental friendly, not affecting much or not contributing to the pollution. So this is where we score. Affordability. So you want to prepare something or produce something, a product, but at the end of the day, you can't even sell it. Okay, so what's the use? Okay, if you score like 0 here, okay, so it's not going to be good. So this is very important, because as already mentioned, one of the objective is to reduce price, because so that more masses, more people can use your product. Creation of employment, so if it's create more employment for producing your product, okay, that is good. Reduce consumption of resources. Okay, this is actually very important. That's why when it comes to circular economy, circular economy is where the waste become the biomass. The waste of one project or one process, become the waste of one process become the substrate or the apa nama ni, the biomass of the next process. Okay, so that is very important to reduce the consumption of resources. So problem solving, consumer need, or whether it is needed or not. Okay, social ROI. This is also going to be rated. Okay, so I think Dr. Siti Hajar, I'm already at the end of my presentation. Yeah, so if if there's any more question, okay, I'm willing to answer. Yeah?
Okay, we do actually. One question from Dr. Mariam, the CEO from Mary Jardine Skincare. Revert to the previous question. She is asking, Prof, when I requested for TED 1, I only asked for 500,000 grant, and I was told that the cost was too high. I think they expect me to adjust it to around 100 or 200K. One of the comments that I get during the interview was that one HPLC only costs RM 10 ringgit. What is the purpose of applying TED 2 if I only need to add in the animal testing part, which won't cost much anyway if I use lab rat? I was also thinking of using tissue culture, but I think that might be hard to justify as well. That was my second application for the same research project, and it was really frustrating.
Okay, so maknanya she doesn't need that much money.
Yes,
I think in terms of maturity, I think what they Dr. Siti Hajar,
she needs 500K, but she was advised to cut it to 100 or 200 only. She needs 500, half a million.
Yeah, I think sebenarnya it depends on the panel juga kan, on the panel juga, because they have to look at it, you know, like when I think about the maturity of Dr. Mariam punya project ni, dia macam dah mature juga tu, because she already got the formulation semua kan, maknanya she already have that POC kan, POC.
Yeah.
Now she want to do clinical study kan.
Yes. Yes.
Or pre clinical study. I think as it is, I think that too is actually good for her, okay, because she is on the verge of pre-commercialization. Maknanya after she completed all the testing tadi, she can actually finish that two punya apa nama process, where after that she can go for BGF kan. So I'm not very sure about why she is not. I mean, sometimes it depends on you know, who actually look at her proposal sebenarnya. Tapi as far as I'm concerned, she is at TED 2 punya apa tu, she should be asking for TED 2, bukan TED 1. TED 1 is very basic tau. TED 1 ni dia tak ada apa-apa, dia tak ada apa, benda tahu dia benda tu akan jadi. Maknanya basic tu dah ada, tapi dia ada sikit lah macam FYP punya kind of work lah kan. So dah ada, nampak lah benda tu jadi. So, kalau saya punya work, okay, immobilization of enzyme, dah immobilize dah. FYP student saya dah buat dah immobilization. Sekarang ni for TED 1, saya nak dia optimize sikit. Optimize lebih banyak sikit lah, optimize dia punya parameter. So I will actually ask for TED 1, okay. So bila TED 1 tu dah siap, okay, maknanya I know, okay, kalau saya guna parameter ni gini, okay, dia akan sure menjadi, okay. So that means I already, you know, shown my POC itu, okay. Then I can have bigger. Selalunya kalau TED 2 ya, dia kena buat clinical study kan, apa lagi, compliant ya. Sebab apa, kalau nak jual, kalau misal kata kosmetik, you need all the regulatory compliance certification kan. Okay, masa tu lah you minta duit tu. Okay, so I'm not very sure lah. Kadang-kadang panel pun different lah, different background kan, different background. So I don't know how. Tapi in terms of maturity, I think Dr. Mariam's punya project should be Tech 2. Okay.
Prof, there's another question from Dr. Eng Hong. He's asking for each of the tag, how many applications that can be approved from the same applicants?
Oh, at one time satu je.
Okay.
You cannot have more than one. Maknanya tak tahulah berapa banyak you boleh minta, tapi approve only one at one time. Okay, so you can be the member. Okay, you can be the member of another successful project.
Okay.
You can be a member, but you cannot lead. Leader as satu je at one time. Takut nanti tak terkejar kan. Sebab tiap-tiap satu project tu we need one person responsible to carry it out, and you need to carry it out like for 24 months or 36 months, yeah. So we just need one leader, but then you can be a member, yeah, of another one. Another one, yeah, because sometimes your expertise is needed, yeah. So
it means,
yeah.
Prof, means that one applicant cannot apply for Tech 1 and Tech 2 at the same time.
I rasa tak boleh, dia takkan bagi macam tu lah.
Alright.
Okay, so kena cari another leader lah, but you can be member.
Prof, there's another question from the PRGS grant. Can we actually use that to apply Tech 1 or Tech 2?
Boleh. Boleh, because bila you dah habis PRGS kan, you dah tak ada apa nama? You dah tak ada ikatan lagi dengan MOHI kan. Because the project is yours kan. The project is yours, you dah tak ada ikatan dah. Okay, the data is yours. So boleh. That means dia nak apa, apply which one? Doctor?
She's not sure, but she's asking Tech 1 or Tech 2 is fine.
Boleh kan. Sebab apa, dia tak ada pun cakap, dia kata okay, dia mesti daripada MOHI punya grant, tapi MOHI pun ada grant dia sendiri kan, tapi dia tak ada macam, dia kata macam tu. Yang pentingnya your data is yours kan, you have published it, or the patent is yours, you have actually registered it kan. Now you want to make it bigger, okay, towards commercialization. Okay, dia tak ada dah.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Prof, in addition to just now, Dr. Eng just added, sorry, what he meant was not how many principal investigator. What he meant was how many projects can be actually approved for each tag. Maybe he wants to know the ratio, like based on the government budget for each of the tag. Normally, how many number of projects have been approved so far for Tech 1 and Tech 2?
Okay. For TED kan, TED is rather new. Okay, for TED is rather new. Tapi saya nampak kan TED dengan yang dulu kita ada ICF, apa tu, MOSTI R&D, dia lebih kurang sama. Anak siapa tu? Bukan anak saya. Anak saya dah kahwin. Okay, apa tu, what I meant is that, apa tu, saya dah lupa dah sebab dengar baby tadi.
Okay. Sorry, Prof. He was asking, how many normally number of projects will be approved?
Oh, okay. So you don't worry. This TED kan is baru. You tahu tak, MOSTI tu ada duit. Dia bukan tak ada duit tau, dia ada duit. Dia nak impactful project. Okay. Yang tak ada question banyak-banyak. Yang we know that it is good. Itu je. They have a lot of money. Even the money that they have before is not actually finished. Like, they have money. So don't worry about it. Tapi to get a good impactful project, that is the difficulty. Because you know what is wrong with us actually, what is wrong with us is that we have good impactful project, but then it was never commercialized. Itu yang dia selalu tekankan value of death tu kan. Apa yang value of death tu is that we have a good pre-commercialized project tapi tak commercialize sebab mungkin tak ada duit untuk make it better kan. That is actually our main problem with Malaysia kan. Our main problem with Malaysia is that kita lebih suka turnkey kan, ambil projek, ambil teknologi orang, kita guna itu je. Okay, because if so far I have evaluated many project. Okay, even the project yang very successful at that Tech 2 BG punya, dulu tak ada BGF, tak ada, tapi adalah that kind of project kan. They are very successful, so ada banyak ada satu je yang really go commercialize, because dia go commercialize. Why sebab apa kan, dia buat something yang really needed tau. Like for example, for pandemic kan, we use a lot of isopropyl alcohol kan. We use a lot of isopropyl alcohol. So sebenarnya kan projek dia ni ambil yang not good commercial rate or solvent, jadikan dia HPLC solvent kan. Itu je sebenarnya. And so you see, very simple but then that's the one yang which is actually very successful. Yang lain-lain semua saya tak nampak, yang dia boleh yang commercialize sekarang ni. Walaupun kita have been doing or mostly have been supporting so many project kan, yang go commercialize is actually very little. Mungkin macam tak ada tau. That is what the grouses, when I was talking to the officers of MOSTI, ini yang dia orang tekankan ya. Yalah, dia orang officer, dia orang jalankan tugas je, tapi at the same time dia orang kata, kenapalah kita ni tak ada yang kita really commercialize, yang successfully commercialize. Itulah sebabnya, sebab of the value of death tu. Tak ada, nobody help, with the commercialization part tu, nobody help. So that's why when you look at the fund yang besar-besar yang going to commercialize tu, dia selalu nak you tag with company kan. And then they want the company to invest. Why? Because they want the company to be committed to it. Because whenever a company invest, they know that dia letak duit kan. So they not make sure that this one will give them back their money. Itu ya sebabnya. Bukan saja nak suruh you tag along with the industry, tak ada. Sebab that is the problem. That is the reason. They want some investment to this company, a related company, so that this related company will work very hard in order to make it a successful endeavor kan. So that's why kalau company tu buat apa buat maybe resin for yang degradable, mungkin degradable cutlery ke apa kan, they want those company to invest supaya nanti the company will go big lah with because they want back. Bila dia invest when they invest money, they want the back. Kalau setakat kalau 100,000 pun kalau dia invest, bukan ke dia nak more back in return kan. So they will work hard because they only give like 100,000, mostly will be funding like 900,000 kan. Okay, walaupun sikit they invest, of course they want it. They want it back, so they will work very hard. So that's why they want us to tag along lah with these companies.
We have another question from Dr. Zamir from USM. He's asking, the applications are open all year round, but the assessment of the new application will be on quarterly basis, say March, June, September, and December. Is it true?
Ada ke? Tak ada rasanya. Itu yang dulu. Okay. Itu yang dulu dia buat macam tu kan. Tapi sekarang tak. Dia macam ni. Once you have completed your proposal, lepas tu the secretariat will check, because kalau if you look at the guideline, there are checkbox where you will check which one you have completed, apa yang so bila dia dah siap semua, and then you have to follow lah apa-apa yang you kena submit, and then barulah dia panggil panel tu, and then how fast you can get the proposal being presented is very dependent on the panel punya time juga, because panel they will call 3 panels kan, and these 3 panels is from from so many institute, university, and sometimes they are not actually free kan. So I think for this time around, because I don't see any kan, is all year round, because when it's all year round, so they will call you when you have completed all the checkbox and you have done submitted all whatever that they need. So bila dah check macam tu, and there are panels to look at it, they will call you. So it's not like timely basis lah. Dulu dia orang pernah buat macam ni, lepas tu dia buat timely, macam tak menjadi. Tak menjadi kenapa tahu? Because if they do timely macam tu, only 4 times per year, you can imagine, one panel have to look at so many at the same time. Kami jadi pening tau. So bila you dah pening kan, the panel cannot do their work ni very well lah kan. Nanti macam lebih kurang sebab apa, dah penat kan. Dia kata kadang-kadang kan dia bagi macam 4-5 tau nak buat dalam satu hari tau. Kita semua kan jadi pening kepala because banyak benda nak tengok kan. But don't worry, sometimes if your project is deemed very good, you don't get the scoring, and then but they think that this should be supported, they give you due diligence. Tak due diligence tu apa? Due diligence tu maknanya kan kita kasih chance lah this proposal. Kita minta ni. We will ask for this, we will ask for that, just to make sure that it is up to that level, or up to that merit, or up to that up to that par where we can support kan. So selalunya macam tu lah. That's why kadang-kadang it takes a long time sometimes it takes a long time because we are actually asking for more things, more proof ke, more detail ke kan. Sometimes we ask you to adjust the budget, that's why
Sorry, Prof, I have to cut you short because we have a couple more comment.
Okay, boleh.
We are approaching 1. Okay. So Dr. Amar say correct, Prof. Good tip. Thank you very much. And from Dr. Azamuddin again, may I know if MOSTI will be included as one of the IP owners?
Siapa?
MOSTI. Will MOSTI be one of the IP owners?
No. IP, kalau misal kata you are working with a company, you need to have an agreement lah. Agreement. So that means kalau company tu kata tak payah IP, dia tak payah own, then it belongs to you lah kan. So all agreement regarding IP is actually you have to work it out with your collaborator. But for that one, tak ada collaborator, your own lah, your own or the universities. Okay.
And we have last one from Dr. Nozalifa. Dr. Nozalifa said, thank you, Prof, on the note on impactful project. It's just that the writing, it needs to be more convincing, and we need more guidance to commercialize the potential projects.
Betul. So actually kan we saw we saw some of the project very good kan. We think that this is something that we really need kan in future, tapi the writing was bad. So saya kata tulislah semula benda ni kan, suruhlah someone to help you kan, because as it is memang tak boleh nak diterima kan, with all the grammar mistake, with all whatever needed is not there kan. So actually there are 3 panels, yeah. So if you think that the project is good kan, we actually will try to help you. Maknanya when we give the first scoring kan, is not good. Like for example yang the one that I give you, this is the second scoring tau. This is the second scoring. The first scoring was very bad. Banyak benda yang dia tak ada kan. So we give them like 1 or 2 weeks to fulfill, to give us more than what we want kan. So dia akan baikilah because guided lah. Kali ni dah guided lah. So bila guided, bila dia dah bagi apa-apa yang kita nak, okay, then it will give you then the actually the the score is actually increase kan. So this one is a second scoring lah. If you read the remarks ni, sebab saya tak ada tulis siapa punya kan. So if you look at the remark kan, semuanya okay, the improvement have been carried out. So dapat banyak sikit lah, ya.
Okay, Prof. One last one. Many is also asking, can you actually share an example of successful proposal, either for TET 1 or TET 2?
Kita boleh okay, for TET 1, TET 2 tak adalah. Sebab apa? Yang tu masih lagi NDA kan. I think kalau saya nak share pun, saya boleh share yang lama-lama punya tu lah, yang ada some similar attribute lah of a successful. Okay, and I cannot share it out like ni. I can share privately lah, privately. Okay, because I have for every time I have invited for discussion ke apa, saya kena sign NDA kan. So the NDA tu you tahulah, non-disclosure agreement kan. I'm not supposed to disclose anything kan towards the public on whatever. But I think yang dah berjaya, one of the yang saya cakap lah tadi, yang berjaya, one of the thing that proposal yang berjaya is that comply to everything that we want, very proposal is very good kan, tak banyak question, tapi itu pun selepas a few correction tau. So there's now one of the project yang tiba-tiba dia successful, semuanya ada due diligence. Maknanya kita minta tu, kita minta ni to make it better lah. So don't worry, the first, if it's very impactful, try to propose, try to write a very good proposal as best as you can. And you have so many things that you need to fulfill, market semua kan. So you cannot do it alone. You have to have a team. So the teamwork is actually very important. You can look kat sini kan ada ni part 3. Kadang-kadang you ada banyak part tau. Ini yang dulu punya, ada technical and financial, and then ada social. Okay, and then especially the marketing to sometimes you are good with technical, but in terms of marketing maybe you're not good. So you need to have someone who's with you, to deal with all this. So do it as a team lah. Jangan seorang-seorang kalau boleh lah. Ya?
Okay. All right, thank you, Prof. We can only take last question, which is from Dr. Aizat. Dr. Aizat asked, the success rate for TET 1 and TET 2.
Okay, success rate tu masih lagi counting kan. Sebab apa? As I already mentioned, it started in I think March TET 2. Tapi kalau dulu kan, kalau yang dulu punya lah, yang dulu punya tu 10% lah kot. 10%. Sebab apa? They really want to have something yang really bagus, impactful. Because everything is towards commercialization. So you can imagine this is not MOHI punya grant So you can understand lah, MOHI punya grant is basic and fundamental but but this one is towards commercialization, so they have to be very careful. Yeah, because besides us, there are so many panels yang already have involved, yeah, with commercialization, so they know which can go, which cannot go. So rule of thumb 10% saja yang berjaya. Okay, memang very little. Yang saya dah tengok tu, saya rasa ya 10% lah. 10% yang kami endorse.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof.
Okay.
Thank you for your excellent presentation and
Alah, okay, saya just nak bagi tahu, okay, ada help desk ya, mesti ada help desk kat sini. If you want to call them anytime ya, they will layan you. Okay, and this is the website ya, where you need to go in and then sign up. Okay, so RMC will help you kalau you tak boleh, you tak ada ni, tak register lagi, ya?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay,
Prof.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Okay, so I'm glad to help, you know, any team yang want to submit their proposal lah. I can have a look lah, insyaAllah. Tapi give me time lah. I tak boleh buat tiba-tiba, kita pun banyak kerja lain kan.
Yes, we can have clinics ke apa, insyaAllah.
Okay, insyaAllah.
Okay,
Inshallah.
thank you, Prof. Farida.
Okay, so I stop sharing ya. So I will give this presentation, slide
Thank
presentation
you.
to